Hello! Housekeeping first. I hope you're feeling beautiful. I hope you had water. I hope you've taken some deep breaths. I hope you've stretched your body. Second of all, last day to sign up for my Venus seminar and New Moon in Taurus seminar, and also other online seminars that I have. Yeah. I think that's kind of it actually. I don't have anything else to say. We can just continue on with the reading. Nine of Wands, Eight of Wands. Just people anticipate what you're gonna say so much that they start acting very paranoid. I feel like the universe is telling you to push through here though. Nine of Wands, Eight of Wands. Your path is going to become open. Your path is going to open. You just have to push through. Something is going to feel less intense here from the Nine of Wands to the Eight of Wands. Something is going to diminish a little bit and it's going to become a bit more clearer. I feel like you've made past a lot of hard times here with the Nine of Wands, and what's ahead feels smoother and more directed. Yeah. Late. Yeah, exactly. Queen of Wands. There's something here about learning how to handle energy and be receptive of full-on willpower and energy. Three of Pentacles. Six of Wands and the Justice. Oh, you've got a winning streak coming over. I feel like the Venus-Jupiter conjunction that's going to happen in June. It's going to be really good for you, actually. You're about to get a win. This win is quite big, and up to on pair, it's almost going to be equivalent to what you deserve, and you're going to feel a bit weirded out by that. You're going to feel a bit self-conscious about that because good stuff is going to be happening to you, and you're going to be like, what's the catch? Don't be crazy now. Don't be ungrateful. Don't question the good times when you wished for them. Don't only be comfortable in bad times. There's success here, recognition, accomplishment. Definitely related something to work. Three of Pentacles. And with the Justice here, this feels deserved. This is deserved. You deserve this. You deserve! Maybe you gotta also look sexy though. Don't be weirded out by looking too sexy. You are an attractive person. You are an attractive being. You have sexual energy. Let it out. Let it out! Let it all go. Da-dum, 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 da-dum. Let it all go. Da-dum, 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 da-dum. That's not the Pink Panther song, but I am singing the Pink Panther song. Whatever. That Rihanna ranges won't let up. Four of Wands in reverse. The world. Something with your home life is concluding. Some sort of misunderstanding there in the past. The devil, the empress, the lovers. Maybe you're too emotionally attached to your mom. Maybe you need to realize that you're not her partner. Maybe you need to stop playing her partner. Maybe you need to stop using mother as an excuse for not having emotional space for others. Let it all go. I see some sort of coming together here. Love. And you feeling quite cunty boots down house, mama, slay, her chest up, perky, big booty, big waist, non-existent. But also the devil here. You don't gain worth by how much love is around you or whoever you're with. You have an opportunity this weekend to write down how you want to feel and how you should be unfolding in the next 6 months, because we have a new moon in Taurus that's being ruled by Venus, and Venus right now is kind of okay in Gemini. Venus in Gemini talks about how essentially our values are embedded in a way where we try to preserve youthfulness by keeping an open mind and following whatever makes our mind curious, which usually involves a specific interaction with the environment or our social setting, which then makes friends and siblings involved. So essentially right now you have the chance to properly regulate your nervous system and kind of get in touch with your feelings, with what makes you feel secure and safe, because the moon isn't exalted in Taurus because of how being comforting and feeding yourself well and keeping yourself feeling good actually does you well. The stubbornness part and the lack of change is the other side of the coin, but however, as far as regulating your nervous system goes, it works really well. The thing is that this new moon is also kind of trine Pluto, and you have to understand that these changes that you're trying to integrate right now in your life and these new ways of being, new seeds that are sprouting, have a really powerful intention behind them, because they can be very transformative, especially if you're willing to look at the ways where you previously absorbed a lot of grief, a lot of sadness, put yourself in very uncomfortable situations because that's how you knew how to regulate yourself. And this change is kind of new because the Taurus house that we have is not going to experience necessarily as many uncontrollable factors that are pushing you to be comfortable in your outside of your comfort zone, because essentially by now you should have progressed something within this house. Now the point is that these transformations can be very quick to be, but at the same time they're going to require a lot of shedding, because Venus is going to have a really great time in August, but actually before that in June and August. But before she meets Jupiter in Cancer, Venus is going to be squaring first Neptune, and then it's going to be squaring Saturn. And when it's going to square Neptune, it's going to be this rebranding of having to cope the emotional aspect within our life and how we want to be cherished and loving towards other, without projecting a need to help someone initiate their life, take control over their life, be angry for them, but also be angry towards others for wanting independence from us or us wanting independence from them. The Neptune square, it calls for purification, but it's this type of love where you might realize that in order for you to build that emotional regulating system, you're going to have to let go of trying to project helplessness onto people and feel like the only way that you can really attach yourself is if you're mentally stimulated enough, if you're doing enough escapism in any kind of way, or if you're projecting this helplessness onto people, which in reality you're also wanting to come and save yourself. Now, after that, try not to romanticize things in the next 2 weeks, because when Venus is going to square Saturn, the limitations are going to appear and you might overspend up until that point, and then you're going to need it for something serious, or relationship finally kind of hit that lens of okay, this is where we are outside of making everything seem like we're in a fairy tale. And it is the process of shedding and understanding the limitations in relationships that's going to essentially require you to take some action that's going to be very beneficial to you by June, second week, first week, whatever. So write down all your intentions tonight. Actually, not tonight, tomorrow, Saturday, is new moon in Taurus. Very late CET, but I guess wherever you live, it depends.